Hello and good day. Welcome back to our class. This is teacher Onin and our topic for today is equation of lines using point slope form and 2-point form. Before we solve the problems, let's recall first the equations of lines. So say for instance, if we are talking about point slope form, we have the formula of y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x sub 1, such that m is what you call the slope of the line, and x sub 1 and y sub 1 is the point or the coordinates. On the other hand, if we have two-point form, we have the equation y minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 times x minus x sub 1. So if you will recall that the slope is the same as the change in y all over the change in x. For our example, let's consider this example number 1. Write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line through 2, -5, and 0, 1. So the very first step that we will do is identify our x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2. So notice that our x sub 1 is 2, y sub 1 is -5, x sub 2 is 0, and y sub 2 is equal to your okay, y sub 2 is equal to 1. Remember, these are the points on the line. So, step number 1 is to find the slope. So, recall that the slope is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Now, our y sub 2 is equal to 1 minus y sub 1 is equal to -5. X sub 2 is equal to 0 and x sub 1 is equal to 2. So simplifying it further, we have 6 all over -2 because 1 minus -5 is equal to 6. Then we have 6 divided by -2, so the slope or m is equal to -3. The next step that we will do is use the point slope form such that it will have y minus y sub 1 is equal to n times x minus x sub 1. Substitute the value of m as well as y sub 1 and x sub 1. So therefore, we have y minus -5 is equal to -3 times x minus 2. Simplifying it further, we have negative of -5 is positive 5. Then we distribute -3 times x is -3x. Then -3 and -2 will give us positive 6. Then we have here, subtract both sides of the equation by 5. So we have here y is equal to -3x plus 1. So remember that this is the slope-intercept form. So another way to solve this is, of course, we are going to use the formula of two-point form. Remember that our x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, and y sub 2 values. So we simply use the formula y minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 times x minus x sub 1. So this is a little bit longer, but instead of using step number 1 and step number 2, we're going to substitute directly. So remember that y sub 1 is equal to -5, then y sub 2 is equal to 1, then our x sub 2 is equal to 0, then simply substitute this one and simplify. So we have y minus -5, so we have here 1 plus, or y plus 5, then y minus -5 is equal to 6, all over -2 times x minus 2. So simplifying it further, so we have here y plus 5 is equal to -3 because 6 divided by -2 is equal to -3 times the expression x minus 2. Now, so we will distribute -3, so it will result to -3 times x is negative x, or 3x should I say. Then -3 times -2 will give us positive 6. Now, since we would like to write this one into slope-intercept form, subtract both sides of the equation by 5. So we come up with y is equal to -3x plus 6 minus 5. Or y is equal to negative 3x plus 1. Again, this is your slope-intercept form. Let's have another example. So write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line through negative 3, negative 4, and 4, 3. So again, let's identify our x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, and y sub 2. So remember, these are the 2 points on the line. So again, our x sub 1 is equal to negative 3, y sub 1 is equal to negative 4, x sub 2 is equal to 4, and y sub 2 is equal to 3. So these are your coordinates on the line. So again, using the formula of two-point form of y minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 times the expression x minus x sub 1. Then simply substitute the given values. So we have here y minus negative 4 is equal to 3 minus negative 4 all over 4 minus negative 3. Then we have x minus negative 3. Simplifying it further, so we have y plus 4. Remember that 3 minus negative 4 is equal to 7. And 4 minus negative 3 is also 7. Then we have here x plus 3. Then 7 over 7 is equal to 1, right? So that is why we have the expression now y plus 4 is equal to x plus 3. Now, since we would like to convert this into slope-intercept form, subtract both sides of the equation by 4. So we have now y is equal to negative, or y is equal to x minus 1. So this is your slope or slope-intercept form. So let's move on to problem number 3. Write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line through negative 4, positive 2, and 1, negative 5. So again, so what we're going to do is identify the coordinates so that we can identify the x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2. Remember, these are the coordinates of the points, specifically the 2 points on the line. So we have x sub 1 is equal to negative 4, y sub 1 is equal to 2, x sub 2 is equal to 1, and y sub 2 is equal to negative 5. Now that we know these values, we will use now the 2-point formula. So we have y minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 times x minus x sub 1. So substitute the given values. So y minus 2 is equal to negative 5 minus 2 all over 1 minus negative 4 times x minus negative 4. Simplifying it further, we'll come up with y minus 2 is equal to negative 7 all over 5 times the expression x plus 4. Next, so we will add both sides of the equation by 2. So we have here now 2. So y is equal to negative 7 over 5 times x plus 4 plus 2. Then distribute negative 7 over 5. So we have negative 7 over 5x. Negative 7 over 5 times 4 is negative 28 plus, okay, 5. However, we can rename 2 as 10 over 5. Okay? So again, so we simply copy the denominator 5 and multiply it by 2, so we have 10. So 10 over 5 is equal to 2. Now, simplifying it further, so take note that I can combine negative 28 plus 10 is equal to negative 18. So, all over 5. So therefore, so the equation in slope-intercept form is y is equal to negative 7 over 5x minus 18 all over 5. So that ends our discussion. Again, this is teacher Onin. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel so that you will be notified about my new videos. Thank you.